Mr. Insanity. You smell that? That's panic. Step closer.
When your wrestling buddy is cutting a promo for a match on top of the mountain. Hell yeah, brother!
So if I make it to September, that'll be the 30th anniversary. The range has definitely been the ups and downs, the good times, the bad times. We've been brothers. This is beautiful. Can you hear the race?
Something else.
It's impossible to walk in this muck.
That's all I want.
Promoter, can you guess what the main event of this bar show every 2 weeks, whether it was glass this time, thumbtacks this time, carpet strips this time, week after week, and this went on for 2.5 years. Toby versus Marvin.
It was a long-term feud, all right? It was a long storyline playing out. I wasn't the booker. I didn't
Okay,
choose
I'm
it.
not gonna say that what I did was right or justified, but it wasn't even the right thing to do.
Did it change anything?
Absolutely not.
I was gonna say I don't think he even blinked an eye on it, did he?
When you saw the needle in that drawer, what changed in that moment?
I knew that was the day that I either had a choice to make my life continue or I was gonna die.
What needle and what for the head?
One day I went over to pick up.
You
and-
saw what he had been using,
Yep.
and you were heading there. You were gonna start doing.
Fuck yeah, me and him used together all the time.
I was in the same situation.
And I knew that I was not very far away from putting that needle in my arm also.
I get it.
I called rehab like the next week.
Do you carry guilt about Marvin? And how has that shaped who you are today?
I sure did for a long time, especially when I seen him in the casket, because when I was at his calling hours staring at him in the casket, I thought, number one, it could be a coin flip. It was either him or I. It was the way I was thinking about it, even that wasn't exactly that personalized, but I felt like that in my head. But I also remember days where he would travel with me, and I'd be driving, and I would pull a plate out from underneath my driver's seat and be crushing pills and snorting it as he was holding the wheel from the passenger seat, watching me do it. And he never tried it. He was like, "What's that do to you?" And I would sort of give him an idea why I was doing it. And then one day he wanted to try it. So, yeah, that was pretty rough for me when he passed, because I thought, in what ways did I contribute to it? It would have been, his ending would have been different had he not traveled with me. I really thought that. I was pretty guilty about it for a long time.
Do you know the reason why he chose to start doing that one day?
I assumed it was because he watched me do it and he was banged up from wrestling. Match with you? Was it the...
It was the senton off the apron in 06.
And you hurt him with it? Did he tell you it hurt him? I didn't know the exact moment that I hurt him, but I remembered that he had been injured and tried it. Yeah. But yeah, I thought, he probably would have tried it regardless, but it was just easier access because I was there with it, so I shouldn't feel so bad about it, but then again I do, because he would watch me do it. So yeah, I know what you mean. I felt guilty for a long time.
What did it feel like to look in the mirror after getting clean and not recognize yourself?
I didn't know. I didn't know what to think. Every day, I had to bury myself in different recovery programs. When I did get sober, which was very challenging, but I got on medically assisted treatment. I went to counseling. I went to AA meetings at nighttime. I went to church on the weekends. I did anything and everything daily. I was doing something for recovery related programs. and it's not cookie cutter. It's different for everybody. So for me to find myself again, I had to do all these different options, and then I sort of lessened the amount of them over time. But yeah, I had to try to refigure out who I was without drugs, because the drugs definitely took over.
It's different having to feel things the same way without drugs anymore.
As stubborn as I was on my addiction, I'm more stubborn in my recovery. I hope everyone sees that.
Well, I know you don't have to worry about this, but one thing I had to look at in the mirror was like an extra 80 pounds. We got so fat in rehab.
But since February 4th, 2013, I've taken 4 ibuprofen since that date. No alcohol, no marijuana, no pain pills, over-the-counter medicines, flu shots, COVID shots. I'm not taking anything. Last September I had 4 ibuprofen. And I felt like I cheated then. I felt like it was messing my recovery up by taking 4 ibuprofen, but I dealt with it. I'm over it now. I won't take them again. I was mad after I took them. I'm like, I didn't need to take those.
I'm very proud of you for that. Some of us can't do that.
I wouldn't want anyone else to do it. I always tell people I work with, my clients, I'm like, don't try to be as stubborn as me. If you need the medically assisted treatment, do it. Don't be stubborn like I am.
I don't need all that, but I'll stay off the hard shit. What do they call that? Cali Green? Or green
California sober. California
green
sober.
California sober.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's the one I still have cravings for. I still would think it would be nice to. Why didn't they have these gummies or these chocolates? Why wasn't all those cool products around when I was doing it back 13 years ago? Why didn't they have that stuff? Maybe they didn't. I just didn't know about it.
It was in a land far, far away.
Mm-hmm.
Not Ohio.
What are you chasing now? And is it different from what you were chasing back then?
Oh yeah, it's 100% different now.
What are you chasing?
Being able to be a role model for my kids, my boys. Being able to be a person that others can respect and look up to. Flawed human. I'm terribly flawed. That's a struggle, you know. There's struggles. Without, you take the drugs and alcohol out of the equation, and it's hard. I admit I'm very flawed.
I'll tell you the first thing I'm fucking searching for this time was my goddamn Ribeiro jacket.
I never got one either. They were closed the day I went there.
That's the first thing that I'm fucking.
They were closed the day I went there.
That I wanted.
I was even gonna buy one off the internet. I priced one on the internet. I was gonna buy it. It was pretty expensive.
I want to go back and I want to get mine my own.
I have a Ribeiro
That's number
t-shirt.
one.
I bought a Ribeiro t-shirt from a pawn shop or a flea market.
But I just want to be better than next day. I want to be better the day after. I want to be better for my kids. Lord knows they're going to have enough trauma growing up. My lifestyle.
Why wasn't running a wrestling company enough for you?
Because we weren't in it. I had more fun making the shit, making the videos, hyping the thing than I did watching it. I mean, it was fun watching the shows, but we weren't in it.
We needed to be a part of it.
I think that's why it failed. We weren't a part of it.
Questions for Toby. You've always been described as the leader. Did you feel responsible for what happened to the group?
I was so tied up in my own ego that everything happening around me, the world could have been exploding around me and I wouldn't have noticed.
When did you realize things were getting out of control?
Again, I was oblivious that for others things were out of control. I just knew when my life was spiraling, I didn't even stop to think about the consequences on others. It's like a ripple effect. When somebody is struggling, it's like it spreads and others around them pay the price for it. And I didn't even think about it.
What made you realize to get clean when everything around you was still chaos?
I was gonna die if I didn't. I was a month away from something physically or mentally tragic happening if I didn't get sober.
Why did you come back for him instead of just moving on?
Come back from what?
It says, why did you come back for him instead of just moving on?
Me. Because I was struggling big time at that time.
I ain't leaving anybody behind. Once I found sobriety, I thought there were brothers that need to have a helping hand. A lot of the programs that I was a part of, whether it be the counseling end of it or 12-step end of it or spiritual programs, one thing you learn is giving back. If you're able to figure out how to improve yourself, you try to give back to others. And I knew who mattered to me, and I was going to try to give back. I was going to try to give back to others that mattered to me.
What did you see him in? What did you see in him as Lois that made you believe he could come back?
I was there. I was exactly in that same spot. I wore those same shoes and did that same routine, and I knew exactly what he was facing, what he had gone through.
What was the hardest part of helping him through recovery?
I don't think there was any real hardest part. I knew there were going to be ups and downs and days that were struggles, but just don't give up on one another. When you have somebody that's struggling, you don't give up on them. You keep fighting for them, even when they don't want to fight themselves.
Do you ever think about what would have happened if you didn't step in?
Oh, I know what would have happened. I think if people are left to their own to try to deal with stuff, we've seen it. It's tragic consequences. We've seen it happen time and time again. I don't want to keep track. Unfortunately, I have, and I counted roughly 80 people, probably more than that, probably closer to 100 now, but people that we've either traveled with or been in the ring with that struggled with addiction. There were many other reasons that they passed away. It could have been brain aneurysms, heart attacks, suicide, murder, lots of reasons.
Why come back to wrestling now?
Missing it, missing the camaraderie, missing the brotherhood of it, missing just the crowd. The crowd's quite the adrenaline rush. It's quite a drug. It really is. That's an adrenaline rush. That's an addiction too.
Met a lot of good friends because of wrestling. And I feel like even, without wrestling, you and I haven't been good friends, but I haven't seen you nearly as much since neither one of us were wrestling. But like Lane, I hadn't seen Lane in 20 years. Homeless Jimmy. It's been like 10 years, well, other than last year, but sometimes it's just being able to see friends too. Miss them.
So the next set of questions, outside perspectives. Are you doing that?
No, that's like anybody like
Yeah.
Lane
Interviewing
or
others.
yeah.
Are you doing that like throughout, like later on?
I see a band of angels and no brain can hold my ain't no brain can hold my we'll look down under the river, put your feet on the land and sea. Gabriel, don't you blow your tongue.
Look at him.
Dude, you're getting hot, bro. Keeps walking in front of me, pissing me off. What is he fucking looking for? Oh my god.
Get him, Toby!
Yeah.
Toby! Toby!
Share dinner.
I fucking love that fucking!
Oh shit. Toby.
What you doing before?
Get that bar bar, come on!
Toby!
Can hold my body down. Ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Team title.
Oh man, that sounds good.
It's our time now.
Oh, definitely.
This ain't the Berwyn Eagles.
Nope.
PW.
No, sir.
We're tearing this joint down.
You better believe that. It's spelled B-double-O, die for a reason, man. Whoo!
From the Cult Fiction compound and crossing through Clayton County, Georgia. They are the team of Lane Bloody and Insane Toby Clark. The king. She has named you the king.
Presenting the challengers, a combined weight of 495 pounds, is Alex Cologne. This is Joe Dredd. These are your RPW World Tag Team Champions. This is Blood Fighter.
What's the Kelly Price? What's the Kelly Costner? What's the Kelly cost? Birkin is the tosser. Is it really love when it's all love? She would never let me fuck about your love. Why you think you run it up for? Hurts on me tough love.
Man down!
Oh, Lane.
Why does this thing seem not sturdy? That's okay. Both up on ground. He got the bum tune. Fuck him up, Alex!
Hell yeah!
Oh, shit!
John, you got the first out!
Hey, look back to the joke's on you, With me! How's that make you feel, white boy? Let's go, white boy! Let's go, white boy! Enough, Toby! Send it back! Dude! Come on! I thought you'd be tougher than that, girl. What the fuck? Here we go, baby.
Please make way for Mr. Klein.
Fuck him up,
Running like a little bit.
Stop being a bitch.
Thank you.
Is my Mercedes okay?
God damn. So when you both are ready again, let's go. We'll be ready. Bring that shit. I'm expecting it. And last but not least, day one, Mark Charles put these motherfuckers on. And we've been on every fucking show since then. And to wrestle you two at the last show, it means the world to us. And from the bottom of our hearts, and for everybody here in Vegas, I speak for them when I say, thank you, Toby Klein. Thank you, Buddy Lane.
Did we put more risk ourselves or others?
I don't know. What about the path that used to travel with us?
Remember.
You remember that barbed wire path? I remember very clearly when we were supposed to be going to it.
You pulled it out and waved it at somebody?
Yeah.
I remember that now. I remember you pulling a barbed wire out and waving it. Somebody was mouthing off to us. They're approaching the vehicle and you pulled it out. Chicago, I remember there was a good confrontation one time. Somebody either cut us off in traffic or we cut somebody off and they were trying to get to us, jarring until they seen us in the vehicle and who they were jarring with, and then they continued on the road.
scared of what was in the vehicle. That night we got lost in the ghetto outside of Pittsburgh.
There's a lane closure ahead.
Ended up in the ghetto of Pittsburgh. I remember that. And way back when we first started attending shows out of state, we didn't have internet to guide us. We would just randomly go to gas stations and stores and ask how close we were to the whatever building it was we were wrestling in.
If we were lucky, we would be able to map west directions and print them out.
But usually we used an old school map, the paper map, and guessed until we found the building. Drove around the town. Until we found the building. Another crazy thing is seeing all of today's current stars. That we would be, I don't want to necessarily say main event of the shows, but a lot of times we were. We were the main event of the shows. And these opening matches, or mid-card matches, with some of the big name wrestlers that are now full-time contracts with AEW, WWE. We watched them kind of come up from the time they did their first matches.
What's that? It's not like an arm in my car or something. Did you have any of them that are people that are on TV now? Confused when you were cute when you were same shows.
Never had any refuse to work. Not that I know of. I know a couple of wrestlers that when the match changed, but they weren't necessarily big name wrestlers, but they were times the wrestler would ask to wrestle somebody else. Around the time that me and Hector were doing our matches all over, a lot of people didn't wrestle all the time. It's just it would be more of a lightweight match, so they didn't wrestle. Oh, go on.
I want to say it was 2005, I believe, that WrestleMania was in Chicago. Wrestling at the game itself. And that was right when Ian was getting the Mark
Display of power.
Unfortunately, Eric Reese and Chandler something. We're supposed to get an opportunity on Raw that Monday night.
You guys beat them up.
They didn't want to wrestle us because they were afraid they were going to have black faces.
I the Body Ventura. That was my first match, and I said, I'm going to do that when I grow up.
Did you ever have anybody tell you, growing up that you should be a wrestler?
Oh yeah, I mean, I got into trouble at recess at school because I was body slamming children on the recess in the playground. I got into amateur wrestling.
Wasn't the same one.
Biddy wrestling, it was called at the time. I excelled at it. I did really good at it. So from the age of 6 to the age of 13, I was involved in biddy wrestling. It got me a little more disciplined. I stopped dropping elbows on the children on the playground. November of 98, if I remember correctly. I had been at the gym since, the gym was in Shelby, Ohio, the ASWA training center. And I started training there in September of 1996. And I quit college a week later after I started training. I was going to the University of Toledo. I quit school and moved back home and started training to be a wrestler. Friend Pat, the referee.
Yunzi.
Yeah, I'd been training for probably 7 months or so, and
In a quarter mile, merge onto Bruce Woodbury Beltway North, Clark County Road 215.
he said, I don't know if this is for you. He's like, you don't seem to be getting it at all. This might not be the right thing for you. He's like, if I were you, I'd think about other line of work. Shit or get off the pot was, I think, how he worded it.
Merge onto Bruce Woodbury Beltway.
Pro wrestling is kind of like choreographed violence, a violent dance.
Use the left 2 lanes to
The
turn
best.
slightly left onto the Lake Mead Boulevard West ramp. Then at the next light, you'll use any lane to take a slight left. At the light, take a slight left onto West Lake Mead Boulevard.
So the best matches are the ones where you work together with your opponent, not against them. I couldn't grasp that. I couldn't grasp that you had to work fluidly with your opponent. The best matches are when you are moving with the same goal and same purpose and trying to accomplish the same things in the match. And I just couldn't grasp that. I was on a different page from my opponents.
Illicit gambling in Las Vegas, but no one invited me to the ball.
What?
What's up, Toby?
This is weird.
What's going on, man? Gambling? You're in Vegas?
Well,
I don't think anyone expected to see me here in Las Vegas today.
I'm dreaming right now because last I heard you were dead.
Reports of my early demise have been greatly exaggerated, brother. So, now that I'm here, I think it's time that we put our two slightly twisted brains together and figure out how we're going to start maybe reclaiming our legacy and evening the playing field on the legacy of Pulp Fiction, the legacy of Toby Klein, the legacy of Halfway Billy Graham, and remember to all our brothers, I'm sick of sitting on the sidelines. So, I don't want to spoil nothing, but thanks for making the call, Mr. Insanity, because you fully were expecting me to not have Mr. Insanity, Toby Klein, in my fucking backyard year after year and not show up. So guess what, Brett Lauderdale, you might not have booked me. You're the guy, famous, man. Nick Cage, invading Cage of Death. What are you gonna do, Brett? Call the fucking cops on me? Wow, what a hypocrite you'd be. I thought you were gonna call me, homie. I really thought sooner or later we were friends. But no, you didn't. So guess what? I'm coming to the show. I'm coming in, and there ain't nobody gonna fucking stop it unless they get through it first. So, we'll see y'all later. Cult Fiction, esto es extraño, pinche chingones.